Your parents bought their first home for $85,000 in 1992. That same house today? $420,000. Your salary? Maybe twice what theirs was. But the math doesn't work. It simply doesn't. And this isn't some abstract problem. It's reality. Every single piece of traditional financial advice you've been handed was built for a world that no longer exists. Save 10%, skip the daily latte, make a budget. That advice? Noise. You cannot budget your way out of a structural crisis. The economic landscape has changed, and if you're still playing by 1995 rules in 2026, you're going to lose hard. The housing trap. Let's start with housing, because this is where the system shows its cracks most clearly. The median home price in the United States sits around $400,000. That's not a dream home, that's a starter home. Maybe 3 bedrooms, a garage if you're lucky, in a neighborhood where the schools are decent enough your kids won't be fighting in the parking lot by 8th grade. The problem? Most middle-income buyers can afford just 21% of homes currently on the market. Before the pandemic, that number was 50%. Half the market was accessible. Now, 1 in 5. Mortgage rates make this worse. From 3% in 2021, they've shot above 6% in 2026. On a $400,000 home, that's over $1,000 more a month than just 4 years ago. What do people do when faced with this reality? They stretch. They tell themselves it's temporary. They tell themselves they'll refinance. They convince themselves that spending 45% of gross income on housing is acceptable, for now. But this isn't just tight budgeting. This is financial captivity. One job loss, one medical emergency, one unexpected expense, and you're on the edge of foreclosure. And here's the bitter truth. Home prices have outpaced wages for decades. Since 1990, U.S. home prices have increased roughly 400%. Median income up only 180%. You cannot work harder or save more to catch up. The numbers are against you. Cars, the silent wealth killer. Next, let's talk cars, because this is where most people self-destruct financially without realizing it. The average new car payment in America exceeds $700 per month. Trucks, $1,200. And yet most people treat it as normal. They finance vehicles over 7 years, paying $130,000 for a truck that will be worth $15,000 by the end. Everyone around you is doing it, so it feels normal. But normal in 2026 is broken. It's financial bondage disguised as status. You are literally signing up to pay interest to banks while losing value on something that depreciates the second it leaves the lot. Here's a reality check. A 3-year-old Honda Civic bought with cash for $12,000 will get you to work just as effectively as a $50,000 pickup. That's $40,000 plus years of compound interest saved. This is not frugality, this is math. And yet, psychologically, it's hard. Friends, family, co-workers, they'll judge you. You'll feel like you're falling behind. But in reality, they're paying with their future while you're stacking yours in silence.
The debt spiral. Let's layer in another trap: debt. People constantly invest before they fix what's broken. Credit card interest rates can be 22% while they put money into index funds hoping for an 8% return. That's literally losing 14% a year. Every dollar you throw at high-interest debt is a guaranteed return, one of the few financial moves with no risk. But most people ignore it because it's boring. Crypto, stocks, day trading, all exciting. Paying off debt? Not glamorous, but it works. The psychological benefit is huge, too. You stop making fear-based financial decisions. You gain control. And yes, employer retirement matches are an exception. If your company matches 4%, contribute exactly that. That's free money, an immediate 100% return. Beyond that, all extra goes to debt. No exceptions, no rationalizing.
The psychological turning point: $20,000. Here's where the real game begins: savings. Most people think they need to hit $100,000 to feel safe. That's not true. The first $20,000 is the most important money you'll ever save. It's your buffer. Until you have it, every unexpected expense is a crisis. Transmission dies? Crisis. Water heater leaks? Crisis. Kid breaks a bone? Crisis. Decisions are driven by fear. You're trapped in survival mode. Cross $20,000 and everything changes. That transmission repair becomes an annoyance, not a catastrophe. You can take calculated risks. You can negotiate a better job because you're not desperate. You can invest in yourself or start a side hustle. You gain freedom, opportunity, and peace of mind. Your decision-making shifts from fear to strategy. The order of operations. The biggest mistake people make is ignoring the order of operations. They try to invest while carrying high-interest debt. They buy new cars while stretching their mortgages. That's trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Step 1, stop the outflow. Pay off high-interest debt. Step 2, build the $20,000 buffer. Step 3, invest and optimize. Anything else is fantasy. The math is simple. The psychology is hard. Most people quit because progress is invisible. The first year after eliminating debt, you'll see your savings grow slowly, but every payment toward debt is freeing future income. Once debt is gone, the growth accelerates. That's when compound interest works for you, not against you. Living below your means. Real structural choices. Living below your means is uncomfortable in 2026. It's not about making laundry detergent at home. It's about making structural choices. Can you rent instead of buying? Take a roommate? Buy a reliable used car instead of a new pickup? These aren't minor savings. Over time, they compound into real wealth. Splitting rent could save $600 to $1,200 a month. Over 5 years, that's $35,000 to $70,000. Invest that at 8% and it grows to nearly $300,000 in 20 years. Pride costs money. Freedom costs restraint. Success isn't measured by a big house or flashy car. It's measured by breathing room, by waking up knowing you could survive months if everything went wrong. That's wealth. Everything else is decoration.
The harsh reality. Most people don't get this. A household making $117,000 is considered upper middle class, yet over half of those families live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because normal is financially unsustainable. Mortgage, car payments, lifestyle inflation, they're all traps. The system is designed to extract profit from your anxiety, not help you thrive. Ads, social media, well-meaning advice, it all nudges you into debt. Banks win, dealerships win, the economy wins, you lose. But here's the key. You can say no. You can prioritize freedom over appearances. You can make uncomfortable choices today that allow you to control your tomorrow. The uncomfortable truth is this. Normal is broke in 2026. The rules you grew up with no longer apply. Stop chasing appearances. Stop living for approval. Pay off debt, save aggressively, and build that $20,000 buffer. Walk away from the status game. Drive the paid-off car, rent if you must, and live below your means. When the first $100,000 is reached, the next milestones come faster. The boulder starts rolling uphill instead of against you. Your wealth isn't in what you display, it's in the options, freedom, and peace of mind you create. Normal is expensive, smart is patient. Be patient.
Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon.